Hello, everybody. This is Coach Allison back with Defy Aging for week 44. This week we have one circuit on the turf. There's 6 exercises, and we're going to go through that circuit for 4 rounds. And it's going to be 45 seconds on, 25 seconds off. So the challenge this week, of course, the exercises typically, some of them are pretty challenging, but the challenge this week will be the short rest, the 25-second break time. So I tried to choose mostly exercises that can be quick to, get up and move to the next station. So I hope that works out okay for everybody because we do only have that 25 seconds. And then you'll get a little bit longer rest between each of the 4 rounds. So you do get a little extra recovery between each round. Okay, anyways, that being said, let's get into our demos. All right, station 1 is a 1, 2, 3 bird dog. So this is the only floor exercise, by the way, but it's not lying completely on the ground. So hopefully getting down and back up will be not too bad. So we're on hands and knees. When we are doing this, I'm going to look up to be looking at the camera, but I want you to make sure when you're doing this, you're keeping a neutral neck. So that means in this position here. So don't be looking up like this and don't be overly drooping like this. So we want that nice, straight, neutral neck. But again, I'm just for a couple reps, I look at the camera. But we extend one leg and then the opposite arm, okay? And we just pause it for, oh, I'm sorry, I'm doing regular bird. I forgot the 1, 2, 3. We do that same thing, but we lift up higher and higher and higher on 3 counts. So we're gonna go out 1, 2, 3. And then that third count should be the full extension of the arm and the leg as high as you can. And then you come down other side. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So you really have to kind of pace out or space out those lifts, those 3 movements. And I want you to pay attention to the back leg. It's really, because we can't really see what's happening back there. We can feel it, but I want you to try not to stop here. I want you to really try to straighten out that whole leg. And in doing so, you'll feel a squeeze in your thigh muscle and your glute. So try to, and point the toe, that helps as well, as opposed to keeping it flexed. That helps you to kind of elongate the leg. And then anyone not hopping onto the floor, we do that exact same thing on our incline for a slight modification to keep you off the floor. So soft bend in the knees, just make sure you're not locking out your knees. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And see how it's exactly the same. Only difference is you're on your feet instead of your knees. So that's our 1, 2, 3 bird dog, station 1. Station 2, we have a TRX deep squat. This one tends to trip up people sometimes because I think we want to turn it into a back row because that's such a typical thing that we do with the TRX like this. So the deep squat, the only function of the TRX in this instance is a little bit of assistance getting back up from your deep squat. So we are able to go a little deeper into our squat if your knees have that ability, if there's no restriction in your knees, limitation or anything like that. But you can go down lower than maybe a normal squat because you have something to kind of help lift you up. So thinking of it, so we don't lean back and like squat like this. You should be able to at any time let go of the TRX and you wouldn't tip backwards. So it's a normal squat. You just happen to have these in your hands. So, and sometimes it takes a few, like if you're too close for the first one, it might not work if you're too far away. So sometimes it takes a few reps to get the placement down. That's okay. So feet hip width apart, sink your hips down and back, and see how I'm able to get like my butt almost like pretty much to the ground. But if I was to let go of these right now, I'm not going to tip backwards. Oh, I thought they'd swing all the way back because I wasn't relying on them. Like now, if I let go of them here, I would fall back because I was leaning. So I want to make that as clear as I can that you're not leaning. You're doing a normal squat like you didn't even have these. And what I'm able to do right now is just use the strength in my arms to kind of help me pull myself up a little bit. Okay, so that's the TRX deep squat. Get that butt as low as you can. You have the TRX to help pull you up a little bit. Again, if there's any knee limitation, just go as low or as deep as you are able to go. This next one is pretty straightforward. It's just a dumbbell overhead press, alternating arms. So palms forward, most of us know this. We do this one quite often, but we're gonna, do one arm at a time. Try to get a full extension and then bring it down to about like chin level. So when that one weight is holding at the bottom, it's important we're keeping it, here. We don't want it to come way down here. So we're not doing like this. And we also don't want to stop it too high because then we're really not getting a very good overall range of motion. So try to kind of have the holding spot be right here in line with the chin or the jaw, one arm at a time. And that is our alternating overhead press. Next station is step ups. So you can hopefully the coaches will have some different heights available, or if you've been with us long enough and you know exactly what height is appropriate for you, go ahead and set that at the station before we start. We do have 4 rounds, so you don't have to worry about switching your leading leg, your stepping leg halfway through the set. Just continue with one leg for the whole set, do the other leg next round. But it's pretty straightforward. We step up, step back down. Whatever leg leads the step also leads the way down. So watch, I'm going to step up with my left leg up, left leg down. I'm just going to keep leading with that side for the whole 45 seconds. Left leg up, left leg down. Now, if we want to make this more challenging, there is a progression. You can hold on to some dumbbells if you feel like you're ready for that step or that pun, ready for that challenge. Okay, so you're adding a little bit of weight, adding a little bit of resistance to it. Now, on the flip side, if step-ups are newer for you or there's any instability there, you don't feel safe, definitely put it near a wall, and keep your hand lightly on a wall for a little added support and stability. So all sorts of ways we could do these. Again, there are 4 rounds. We'll lead with each leg for 2 rounds. Next up is a stability ball plank. We've done these before. They are on the more advanced side, so there's a couple different ways we can do this. I'll just dive into the full stability ball plank first. I like to get on it this way. Step one leg back, put my elbows down, make sure I feel nice and secure, then step the other leg back. If your knees are safe to kneel on the floor, you can also start it this way instead. You could kneel in front of it or behind it, whatever. Kind of plop yourself on it, push yourself up, whatever works better for you. But the goal here is that, notice how my chest and my stomach are not on the ball like this. You need to have that space between your body and the ball. Make sure your elbows are pretty much straight underneath your chest or your shoulders. We don't want them, see how my elbows are directly under my shoulders. If they're too far forward here, first of all, it's harder because there is such a thing as an exercise where you push forward and pull back, but we wouldn't want to hold it with that position of the elbows too far forward. It's going to strain possibly your arms, your shoulders, maybe even strain your abdominals because it's very hard to hold with the arms farther forward than your shoulders. So again, elbows are right under the chest. Now, if that is new for you, you're practicing, you're learning, a great way to start this one is to press the ball into a wall, or in this case, I'm just going to use this big block I have here, but same thing. Press it into the wall, and then you have the wall here, or what, if you're using a rack, that's fine, to sort of add a lot more support for the ball, but it's also giving you the chance to kind of get used to the squishy feeling, get used to a little bit of the wobbliness. So it's a good stepping stone towards being able to do it right out in the open with no added support. And if the ball isn't working for you at all, we always have standard plank on the floor. We have an incline plank on our benches. All of the standard plank variations are, of course, totally fine. Like I said, the ball is considered quite a progression as far as planks are concerned. So anyway, let's try it this week. Last but not least, we have a 2-point row, very staple back exercise. We do this one quite a bit, although I think it's been a while now, quite a few weeks. Again, you do each side separately because it's single arm, so we'll do 2 rounds on each side. You don't have to worry about switching in the middle. Big step back with the same side leg as the weight, and then you support yourself on that front thigh or knee, and pull that weight up. I'm using a kettlebell. You can use a kettlebell or a dumbbell, whatever you prefer. And you want to make sure you're pulling it kind of up and back towards your hip bone and rib cage here. We're not pulling it like up to the chest or the armpits. So open up your shoulder, your neck, so have a lot of space between your ear and your shoulder. Like now there's not a lot of space. Now there is. That helps you to pull it back in the right position and get a very subtle twist here. Very subtle. We're not doing anything like this. It's very subtle, and what that does is help you pull your elbow a little farther back and then squeeze into this back muscle in this area here. So all of that together looks like this. Full extension at the bottom, so don't stop here. Full extension, feel that pull, and then row. And the stance is very important. If you're too close like this, it kind of just doesn't work. So you do need that leg way far back. If that can be a little unsteady because you're on the two legs, you're bent over, you have weight in one side, we can always go to a 3-point row. The other one's called a 2-point row. This is 3 because now we have 3 points of connection, 1, 2, 3, as opposed to just the 2 feet. And we can use an external thing like a bench for a little added support instead of your own leg. So that's an option if you feel a little too unsteady with that, and you can work towards the 2-point row. But anyways, that's going to be our main back exercise for the week. And our team builder is going to be a partner thing exercise. So grab a partner. If there's an odd number of people, either your coach can jump in and partner up with someone, or you can have a group of 3 and that works fine too. One partner is going to do a wall sit. So lean against the wall. I should have put the camera to the side. Lean against the wall. And we sink down. Make sure the feet are out a good distance so that your knees end up right on top of your ankles. So they're not too far forward like this, but they're also not way far back like that. Keep your back against the wall at all times. There's no coming forward like this. And we just hold that. And one partner holds that while the other partner does 15 bicep curls. Nothing fancy, standard curls, which we do quite often here and there. So 15 curls, that dictates how long this person holds that. Then switch spots, okay, of course. And then we're going to go through that 2 rounds. So each partner will do 2 wall sits, 2 sets of curls, and then we're done. And that's our team builder. All right, everybody, that wraps up week 44. See you back next week, and I really hope you enjoy this circuit this week.